What is up, everyone? Happy Sunday. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? Oh my gosh. So, my voice, I am so apologetic for it. We went to a rock concert last night and I completely lost it. So, I'm doing my best. We're going to hydrate up all day today because I can barely talk. But what is up? How are we all doing today? I am so excited. I am so excited. We are making the Tucci cookbook. I have 4 recipes from the Tucci cookbook. I am so excited for us to try this. I seriously, I cannot wait. I think this is going to be so amazing. This book had so many great recipes. So I'm going to take the cover thing off. I actually can't stand book covers. So I'm going to set that to the side. But this Tucci cookbook, oh my gosh. What up, Drews? How are you? I've had a really great weekend. Like I said, my voice, we went to a rock concert last night and my voice is jacked. I might have to end stream barely talking, but I'm loving it. I absolutely loved it. How are you doing? How's your weekend been? I'm going to be hydrating this whole time because if not, I think we might be in trouble. I might have to midstream make a tea with some honey, grab a throat lozenge. I don't know because it's wild. But yeah, I'm so excited. The Tucci cookbook, I bought it, went through it. It's a great cookbook. I'll show you guys kind of if you've never seen the inside. Like he has all these different kind of recipes and then they end it with different wines or drinks to pair it with and then different variations of changing it. So I think that's really fun. Not a ton of pictures at all. You can see it's primarily just a lot of recipes, which I think is really fun if you are used to cookbooks and you know kind of a little bit of what things look like. This is a great cookbook. So I'm just like, let's see Stanley Tucci. Let's see how it is. What up, Top Dog? Let's go. So this is the front of the cookbook. It's the sleeve. I took it off just because it's gonna get dirty and I'm gonna mess it up. So we're gonna do this though, Tucci. And if you didn't know, that's because I pulled it from our theme jar. So I got this jar here, and if you ever have a theme, you can put it in chat. Every Sunday, I pull from this jar of themes for what next Sunday is going to be. And so I went ahead and we picked Stanley Tucci. So our theme, I got his cookbook, and that's what we're doing. We've done the 49ers, Fast and the Furious. I've done Julia Childs. We have done a few different movies, video games, time eras. It's insane. But yeah, today we're taking over the Tooch. Mr. Tucci, you're fine. Been doing work around the house, tinted 2 kitchen windows. Wow, 2 curtains, gonna do laundry. Ooh, you have had a busy day, Drews. You have had a busy day. Yeah, we went on, so Top Dog, my husband, we went on he took me out yesterday for a full date during the day. So we did, let's see, there was this little market in our town. So we went to the market and they were having this huge festival. So we got a free plant. I picked up some cards for Mother's Day from Watercolor Blooms. And they're a great little mom and pop place that sells all their watercolor cards and journals. Really cool place. And then let's see. Oh my gosh, we went to this place called Twisted Pizza, and they are known for having almost a foot long mozzarella stick. And of course, I got that, and it was so good. Then we went to the Strip and we got giant s'mores, and then we went to House of Blues and watched our last night, which is why my voice is like this, and a few other bands were there too that we got to listen to. But yeah, and then today, and then I went for bike rides, and then this morning, Vegas, it is gorgeous weather here. I'm so happy. So you are doing responsible thing, Drews. I am not. cooking right now is my most responsible thing I've probably done all weekend. I got laundry put away Friday. I did laundry Friday. So I was like, okay, like doing that. But yeah, so we're going to make bruschetta, stuffed artichokes, shrimp risotto, and a ricotta orange cake, all from Stanley Tucci's cookbook. And I'm actually excited. So bruschetta I've made before in all forms. So I'm excited to try his exact recipe. I've never made stuffed artichokes, but they look delicious. I have never made risotto. I love risotto. Like, I had it shockingly for the first time probably about a year and a half ago, if that, even if that. And I loved it. Like, I was like, how have I not eaten this? Risotto is so yummy. So I am so excited to try to make it. And then I've always wanted to make a ricotta cake, and so I'm doing a ricotta orange. And this one, like, the orange is just the zest of an orange. So I'm pretty excited. So this will definitely be what I eat today. I'm not kidding you. The only thing I've had to eat today was I had leftover of that mozzarella stick, and so I like had a little bit of it, and I'm like, I'm saving up all my food space for this. So I hope Tucci doesn't let us down. I don't think he will, but yeah. Yeah, definitely fun but busy. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I went. So it's like for us, I mean, I had to go pretty early in the morning because it gets way too hot, or at night. But at night, my light on my bike isn't working, so I know I don't want to get stuck without a light. But our bugs are definitely, some of them are out. Not the nasty ones yet. Like, I've started to finally see crickets or hear them, but like, and the grasshoppers, I can hear them. I don't see them yet, so they're not full force coming at me quite yet, but I thought it was fun. I was on my bike and I was about to go up this one hill, and I took a breather and I looked down and I had like two ladybugs like chilling with me, which I'm fine. Those don't freak me out. So and they were on me probably for a good like mile and a half of my ride. Like, they just stayed. They stayed. They were like, we're chill. We're going to do this. So it was super fun. But yeah, bugs for sure. As soon as those guys come out, I feel like I need a motorcycle helmet because it's like I get like little flecks. I mean, completely bike riding. Which again, most of the time I'm okay. It's when they stick to me and I've had like giant bugs on me that I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Okay, so we're actually gonna start today with the ricotta cake, just so you guys know. So that's on. I have my little list right here about what page it's on. So this is on page 378 of his book. And for this cake, um, basically what's going to happen is we're going to take ricotta cheese. We're going to do all the stuff, add it together, put it in a springform pan. And then from there, once it bakes, we let it bake for, I think it's about an hour. And then after that hour, we have to put it in the fridge and like let it chill, almost like a cheesecake, which I thought was really interesting. So I'm excited because, again, I've never had a ricotta cake. So I have a feeling it's like a fluffier version of a cheesecake, um, you know, to see what I can do. So yeah, we're gonna do kind of start with that. Then we're gonna move over to the artichokes, because the artichokes are gonna need, we have to like pre-cook them, then take them out, let them drain and let them cool. And then from there, we stuff them. Might be able to use a clothes peg. I know this is, I'm like, okay, I might do my mouse for my computer as I'm pulling everything, because that's the nice thing is usually all my recipes are on the computer screen, so I kind of have to like do one of these, but now I get it right here. So we are going to grab all of our lovely stuff for simple ricotta cake. So of course, what's the first thing? Ricotta cheese. Let's grab our cheese here. And what's awesome is it came exactly how, like, in the size I needed. So we're there. Then we're going to grab some butter. Now this is 1.5 tablespoons of softened. I have softened butter, but I'm going to grab another butter just in case it's not quite enough, and then we'll soften it. We'll do what we need to do. to make this happen. Okay, and then eggs. We need 5 large eggs. So let's go ahead and grab those. A lot of eggs, very eggy. All right, those are gonna roll around. Let's just grab a bowl. I'll put them in there. 3, 4, 5. All right, what else do I need to get out of here? Out of my fridge? Heavy cream. Okay, so let's grab that heavy cream. And I do not mean to be in everybody's. Would it matter if you use margarine over butter, or would you need the salt in the butter for flavor? Okay, so margarine won't have as much of a fat flavoring. Usually you can get away with doing one or the other. Just regular butter, though, the fat content is what gives a lot of things flavor. So that's why a lot of people prefer butter over margarine, is just because of the fat content. I love using unsalted butter, and the reason is I want to control how much salt goes into it, because I don't know, when I mix this all together, like I can test it and try it and be like, cool, maybe it needs a little more salt or a little less, but I like controlling it from the start. So even recipes that I've done that they say, oh, use salted butter, I always still do unsalted, and then I will control the salt on my end of what I want. So yeah, regular butter for a good fat content, and then salt. Again, I prefer unsalted, just because I want to control that. So that's generally my thing. Okay, so then I need to go to my pantry here. We're gonna get flour. Let me grab a lot of things. I'm gonna stick it right behind you guys real quick. And I might need to get more flour. I have bags of flour. I'll have to use what's in here first. And then confectioner's sugar, which is powdered sugar. So that's gonna be this nice fluffy stuff. And then vanilla extract. Okay, we're gonna use some vanilla, and then it wants some rum. So this one is a tablespoon of dark rum. So I gotta kind of look. I might not be able to do dark rum. I'm trying to decide. You know what? We'll do this one. Let me make sure. Yeah, we'll do this one. So we went to St. Lucia last year, and we bought like little things of rum tasters. And so I'm going to use some of that St. Lucia rum that we have. And then an orange. Okay, I got myself a good yummy orange here. So let me grab him off. Okay. So we got all of our stuff. So the oven's getting preheated, 325 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's going to be a low, slow. Oh, what's interesting is the butter. So this is really interesting. So the spring form, let me grab my spring form real quick. They want me to use the butter, that softened butter, on the form itself so it doesn't stick. It's not actually going into, it's not actually going into the dough itself, or into the mixture itself, the cake. So that's actually quite interesting. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm just going to grab my soft butter that I keep in a pan over here. And I'm going to grab a glove real quick. Just so I don't have to worry. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side now. This is interesting. So in this case then, Drew, the way this is, they just want you to use this so nothing sticks when it's done being cooked. Or baked, I mean, not cooked, baked. So that makes me think, I mean, you could use margarine because it's got a good burn point. Like this part of the recipe has nothing to do with the taste, obviously. The crispiness on the side, because I'm putting butter in this pan and I'm making sure it's very well buttered, all that means is that when this butter melts into, how do I say this? When it melts into the cake as it's being baked, it'll help make it little kind of crispy edges come up. It obviously still acts as a grease, makes it so it doesn't touch the pan, doesn't go crazy, but it'll also crisp it up because the fat will crisp it. So let me just set that to the side. Like step one done. That's quite easy. And something that was really interesting is, okay, they want 2 overlapping layers of tin foil. And then grease. Oh, I might have done this all wrong. You know what? We're going to do this a little differently. They want the overlapping. They want tin foil inside. And then grease and lightly flour. I did all of that without it because my spring pan isn't a really crazy sticker. So I'm going to add a little flour in here. And I'll tell you guys what like this is. So I'm just going to hit this around a bit and get it to stick. So this is how back in the day when they didn't have like Pam or Crisco, this is how you would make it so your cakes don't stick. Is butter and flour. A little bit of flour, a little bit of butter, you coat it, it acts as a pan. Because of our technology now, this pan is a non-stick. I still put stuff on it because I don't want it to stick. But in general, you don't have to go through that much. So I'm like, we're doing pretty good. I am going to get everything ready though, because we're first going to start, like I'm going to measure everything out and then we'll start baking it. And it's like it's a electric mixer that we have to do everything with. So we're going to do eggs first. And I'll transfer everything to a bigger bowl, but we got 5 eggs here. Let me get the trash can over. I'm really interested in how this is going to turn out. I know it said in the recipe that like if your top of the cake starts cooking too fast, that we're going to put like aluminum foil over it, over the top. To let it continue baking the insides. So I'm like, okay, so I gotta keep my eye on that for making sure that doesn't happen. Which makes sense because if the top is getting too crispy, if you put aluminum foil on the top, all that does is make it into like a steamed. You're almost steaming the cake so it cooks the rest of the way. Okay, so we got our ricotta. We're using all of that ricotta. All right, and then flour, sugar, vanilla, and rum. So let's do the vanilla and the rum. I can do with, you know what, it doesn't say to do it with the eggs, so I'm not going to. Let's go ahead. Let me grab a little dish here. Let me grab some more dishes. Let's grab our measurings. Our measuring cups and spoons and all of that. Okay, so we're going to put the vanilla and the rum all in one thing together. So 2 tablespoons, very vanilla. I like it. Okay, 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Okay. And then 1 tablespoon of rum. There we go. Okay. Set that aside so we're good with that. Then I got to get a big bowl because I've got to put together 3, oh no, not a big bowl. Semi-big. Okay, we'll just do a tiny one. We're going to do 3, this is interesting, not a lot of flour at all. So 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. A little too much. Okay. Okay, 3 tablespoons all-purpose flour. We'll put the flour to the side. Oops. Accidentally dropped the lid in there. Okay, and then 1 1/4 cup of confectioner's sugar. Okay, so there's one. And then 1/4. Here we go. Okay. Okay. All right. Then it says we're going to do all of that and then slowly add in cream and then the zest we stir in. So we might as well just get that done so that way we're good. So let's get our zester out over here. And then our heavy cream is 2 cups. So I'm just going to grab this guy. And let's get him 2 cups. And we'll just keep them in this because easy pouring when we make this cake batter. Okay. 2 cups of that. And now we zest our orange. We're not even doing the whole orange. Well, we'll see. We'll see what I need to do. They only want like a half a teaspoon of zest. So it's not going to be super orange or anything like that. And I might have it already. So let's grab a half a teaspoon. Oh yeah. This is, I mean, and this is a pretty rounded teaspoon, like barely anything, or a rounded half teaspoon. I'm going to even grab this. Why not make it a teeny bit orange? A little bit more orangey. All right. Awesome. Okay. Well, then we're ready. We are ready. We got all the little things we need. Let's grab the mixer. So far, this is an easy cake. All right, let me grab I'm going to use again my hand mixer. Obviously, if you have a standing mixer, for me, it's so big to bring over here. So we're going to use a hand mixer, but you could do this all with a standing mixer too. Okay, let's see here. You know what, we're going to just use the big bowl, just so I know I am covered. And my ovens are already preheated. Like I said, 325 for this bad boy, which means low and slow. And it's going to bake for an hour. Okay, let me get some water. All right. Okay. Eggs in, and it says just 10 seconds on high. And then now we'll add, okay, I'm going to stop because my ricotta, we're going to add the ricotta in. Just get that going. Add the flour, sugar, vanilla, and rum. Okay, now it says put it to low, your mixer to low, and just slowly add in the heavy cream. I mean, this seems pretty simple, and they just want you to get it to where it's combined. That's it. Okay. Everything's combined. Now, we stir in that orange. Sweet. I mean, it smells really good. Okay. So just that little bit of orange zest. This is so liquidy. Okay. I'm just making sure everything's scraped. But you guys will see in our pan, this is probably why they wanted you to do, we're gonna do a few things now. I can see why with the spring fold. You know what? We're gonna do I see why you needed it now. It's because it's so liquidy. So that's fine. Let me get some tin foil because we're gonna add that tin foil in. I was thinking with the pan, I was like, it should be fine, but not realizing how liquidy it actually is. Okay, so I'm going to make like a plus sign, basically. And then you can kind of stick it in. Fold it over. So basically, we don't want any liquid come in. And then what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to use, because I'm out of like a warm butter, I'm going to actually use a Crisco on the sides here. But now, kind of pushing this all together, we have a little bit of a better surface that won't have, we don't have to worry about anything falling through. Which is exactly what we want. We don't want anything to come through while we're baking. Let me see. I've got to find my Crisco real quickly, guys. I try to pull things out beforehand, but let me see. Where are you? I wonder if I used it all the other day. Give me 1 second, guys, while I try to... Oh, there it is. I try to find it. I love using Crisco for making sure things don't stick. It's one of my favorites. It's seriously one of my favorites. Okay, so let's Crisco this up, and then once I'm done, we're going to pour it in. All right, and I'm really getting these sides. And I'll show you guys the bowl on stove cam before I fully put it in. Okay. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. All right, so let me show you in stove cam. This is what it looks like, right? So nice, just tin foiled around, pushed in, nothing too crazy. Let me move our tin foil. I don't think I'm going to need that anymore. All right. Now we'll pour this in. Get all that good stuff out. Love, love, love. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a dreamsicle, like orange and vanilla with a hint of rum. Okay. It doesn't say anything about like hitting it or anything, so I'm going to leave it like this. And we are going to stick it in just like this, 1 hour, 325. All right. Okay, 1 hour, 325. It does not need any water bath. It didn't want anything. It just put it in, put it on, pour the mixture, and bake until edge about 1 hour. So we'll check it in when it hits like a 40-minute mark, when it's been cooking or baking for 40 minutes, we'll hit it. Okay. I think that's all I need my mixer for today. I can't believe it. The mixer part. Okay, the cake is technically done and baking. Not too bad, guys, for a ricotta orange cake. I'm excited. So far we'll see what this brings for us. All right, the next thing we have to work on, like I said, is those stuffed artichokes. So I'm going to go to page 214. And these are going to be our stuffed artichokes. And the first thing we have to do is I need to get a like small little saucepan, which I don't have for the artichokes, but I'm going to use, you'll see what I use in just a second. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this, kind of like a cake sheet, because what I want to do is we're gonna add water in here, and then we're gonna put the artichokes in, and we have to bring this to a boil. Oh, we could do this. You know what? We'll use this. I'll actually use a saucepan. Let's see here. Let's see if they fit in here, because then I'm going to use one of these. They want this on the stovetop. So we're going to put water in here. We're going to put the artichokes, but we need to put it about a 1/4 inch below the artichokes. And my artichokes are a little big, so we still have to cut them and all that. But look at these beauties. Oh my gosh, these artichokes look so good today. I'm so excited. I was when I was at the grocery store, I couldn't believe like how beautiful the artichokes were. I just was, I was in love. I was in love. So I was like, okay. But these, let's see here. I think I'm gonna, yeah, I definitely need a bigger pot. That is not gonna work. Okay, let's see. Do we think this will work? I'll be able to squish them in, and they want them to fit tightly, so I know I have that. Okay, so we're gonna use this bigger pot, because we're gonna cut these so they're flat. So we're gonna cut them kind of right here, about, again, for a top. Let's see, it says 2 top, a 4th sliced off, the top and the bottom. So I have to cut the bottoms to be flat, and then we have to also cut a 4th off the top. And then we're going to put it in water, both of these, up until the water has to hit about here, like wherever our 4th is. Oh, I know, Master, I know. It's so fun. I'm not going to lie, I don't have a voice right now because we were at a rock concert last night. So I celebrated different ways just last night, but oh, so excited for the Golden Knights. Like, here we go, Stanley Cup, we got this. Hockey is my thing too. Like, I love it. How are you doing though? Okay, let me get my cutting board out so we can cut these. Oh, really? Oh, it is tonight. It is. Ugh. Sorry, let me get my cutting board. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited to start. Like, the playoffs are so fun. I try to get tickets sometimes to the games if I can find them. But, oh, so excited for hockey. Like, hockey and football are my things for sure. So I love it. I'm excited. I hope we can get it in. But this year it's going to be hard. There's always good. Your Stanley Cup playoff. Like, okay, like I said, I'm cutting off a 1/4 inch from the top, guys. So that way we have a flat bottom, 1/4 inch. And then we're going to put them in the pot. And then I'm going to put water in the pot. And we're going to kind of lightly steam these up. Is that your team too, Master? Are you Canucks? See if I can squish these in. Ooh, this pot might not be big enough. Let's see. No, I'll make this work. I can make this work. These things are not coming out. Okay, and they're just going to get bigger. I can't do that. Okay, we're switching pots again, guys. This one's not big enough. I got to get the big one. I don't know how they expected people to do this. Okay, so here we go. These guys in here. Yes, okay. We're going to put water in here until they are a 1/4 from the top. So let me just get that going. And I'll show you guys on stove cam too, so you guys can kind of see it. Yeah, this is much better. These artichokes are beautiful. Roxy, I'm sorry, not yet. Try to get Dad down here. Okay. It says to bring to a boil. So let me show you guys stove view. So the water, I'll kind of hit it. You guys can see. It's like at there. It's about a 1/4 under the tops of those artichokes, just like it said. And then what we have to do is bring to a boil, which is perfect. Oh, I have to cover it. I hope I have a lid. Cover, bring to a boil, simmer until outside leaves pull away easily, about 20 minutes. And then what we have to do is actually pull them out from there, put them upside down, and let them cool. But while this is happening, we're gonna get the stuffing together because we're gonna stuff them, and then we will stick them in the oven at 350 degrees with all the stuffing inside. And then that's how you have stuffed artichokes, which I have never had a stuffed artichoke. The only way I've ever eaten an artichoke is by pulling the leaves off, dipping it in butter, and eating it. So I'm actually excited to try a different way. Oh, no problem, Master. I was just asking if the Canucks are your team. If that's who you're rooting for. Let me get a cover. I really hope I have one. I do. Yay. Okay, we're just gonna put that in. They don't even want me to add salt to this. Nothing. Pretty simple. I can honestly say I have two teams for hockey. My first team is the Colorado Avalanche, and then it's the Golden Knights. Are they like a turnip? You want to know something, Drews? I've never had a turnip. Oh, yeah, you're in Vancouver. Okay, yeah, well, of course then. I don't know if they're, I've never had a turnip. How would I describe artichokes? So the leaves, I can kind of show you if I didn't cut too many. So the leaf of, I kind of cut them down. Oh, this one will work. Okay. So the leaves of an artichoke, what it is they call the meat. It's like right here. So it's in this inside area. That's like where the vegetable is. You can eat the leaves themselves, but most people, what they do is they steam it because this is the like really yummy part. And then they'll dip it in butter and they take it with their teeth and they pull to get the good stuff off of it. But again, if you cook the leaves and everything good enough, you can use them in a lot of things. But taste-wise, I don't know how to describe their taste because honestly, I've only ever had it with butter. So it's a very mild taste to me. Like artichokes have a very mild taste. And then the inside of the artichoke, and maybe I'll cut one so you can see it at the end when it's cooked. It's called the heart. And the heart of the artichoke is a bunch of that. And a lot of people take the hearts of the artichoke and they'll cut it up and put it in stuff. Like it's just, that's where your big amount of all of that is. But yeah, it's a very like, again, leafy, and then you just eat the bottoms of them. It's the best way. I'll show you as they open up because it's going to open up really big. People will take entire artichokes like in the South and they'll deep fry them and like eat a deep fried artichoke. But I don't know what a turnip tastes like. So they're not very watery like a turnip because I think a turnip's kind of watery. They're not very watery. So yeah, I'll have to have a turnip and get back to you. I've just never had one before. So yeah, I'll have to. And they grow above ground, not underground, which I think turnips are under, kind of like potatoes. But they grow above on a stalk, like on a big stalk. But yeah, that's a good one. I've never had. Maybe I need to have turnips one day. All right, let me get everything together. We're going to mix for what gets stuffed inside of these. So we're going to grab some parsley, some Romano cheese. Let me make sure I grab all of our goods here from the fridge. Okay, so, and I got Italian parsley, flat, not curled, Romano cheese, and then it wants garlic, and then the breadcrumbs, right? Yeah, or bread. If you have like dry bread, you could do that. I don't have dry bread right now, so I'm just using breadcrumbs that I actually have. Okay, and then garlic, always garlic. A lot of things have garlic today, so I bought a new head of garlic, and we're going to see how much of this I can get through. Probably most of it. June 29th is going to be packed. Oh, McGregor's here. Oh, yeah. Yep. No, then, yeah, with McGregor here, it's going to be very busy. Terms are a bit tart. So they're like a berry bush, only the fruit is not a tall tree. Yeah, no, not a tall tree. And they're very bland. Like, to me, I don't know, people in chat, you can correct me, but artichokes are pretty bland. Like, it's not bitter, it's not sweet. It's like a very bland vegetable, which is why a lot of people will put garlic, they'll put other things with it, just because it doesn't really have too much of a crazy flavor. The heart does. The heart is a little bit more, but it's very earthy. Like, it's a very earthy taste is my best way. Hey, Top Dog, if you get a chance, could you take Roxy out? She is ringing the bells. If not, I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm just getting through. We're doing 2 things of garlic here, and I'm gonna follow his recipe. I'm like, Stanley Tucci's Italian, and this is his like Italian cookbook. So y'all know normally I'd be like, add so many more. Okay. We're gonna just mince this. I didn't even look. Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Yeah. All right, we're gonna mince this up. Let me see, are we boiling yet over here? We're almost to a boil. So the 20-minute period has started for our artichokes. Okay. Yes, I would say so. Thank you, Top. I would say so. They're pretty mild like an avocado. I never even thought of it like that, but yeah, very much mild like an avocado. Like, I have never, even in like places that have artichokes, everything comes with a dip. You never would just like eat it. It has a dip, it has a sauce, it has something on it, just because it's so bland. All right, 1 cup. Oop, I didn't have enough. I only had about a ½ cup. Let me see. I might have to throw some panko in there. Mix it up a little bit here, because I don't have my braids. Which, if you're doing one of these recipes and you're like, I don't have bread, like I don't have breadcrumbs to do, if you do panko, you can get away with that. Or if you have bread that you're okay with, toast it up like 2 or 3 times in your toaster, and then put it up against a grater or smash it because you want it really dry. And that, I mean, that's no joke, that's breadcrumbs. So I did on this, just because I didn't have enough breadcrumbs, I did half breadcrumbs, half panko. So, okay, how much parsley? 2 teaspoons, not a lot. Okay, that's probably too much, but we will see. Oh yeah, this is like 2 tablespoons worth. That's okay. I know there's something else I have to use parsley with as well. So the extra chopping of parsley isn't going to be bad. And again, I said I use Italian flat. I like the flavoring of Italian curled, but Italian flat to me is very like, it is parsley. Where the curled to me is a little bit more of a mild parsley. I don't know if it's true, but to me that's how it tastes. It's not as strong. All right. Just mince this up. Okay. 2 teaspoons. Yeah, this is a lot of parsley. Okay. 1, 2. That last one's a little rounded, but again, good with it. Let me just grab a normal bowl and I'll put the rest of the parsley in there. I do know I have to use more parsley later, so hopefully I might have already done all my parsley cutting for the day, which would be awesome. All right, okay. And then we got the cheese. Let me grab my stuff so I can make the cheese good. Awesome. Thank you, Top Dog. All right. We're going to grate some cheese. Grate. This is not the cheese grater topper I wanted. All right. Here it is. All right. They're doing good. We're doing good on our artichokes. Ooh. So, brought the dog back in. Gotta get those dogs in. All right. And we're going to be doing 5 teaspoons of grated Parmesan or Romano. Woo. Stuff's drier than I thought. Okay, here we go. So not even a lot of cheese. So this is kind of cool because we're going to be like putting this filling inside the artichokes, which for me, like that's kind of fun. And let me just, I got to make sure I don't cut myself on this. So putting the cheese in, which again, I think is exciting. And then we're going to put olive oil on the top. This stuff is pretty dry. Stuff's not, I could crumble this. I don't know if that's how this cheese is supposed to be. We're going to keep it in the stick. Let's see what I can get here. I don't mind if there's big chunks of cheese in my artichoke. Like, I think that's delicious. Okay. 5 tablespoons, or teaspoons. Teaspoons? Yeah, wow, again, not too much. Okay, 1, 2, they're rounded. 3, 4, 5. Wow, really simple. Okay. I'm going to just use this and mix it up. So this is our mixture for getting stuffed inside the artichokes once they've cooled down. Cheese, parsley, garlic, breadcrumbs. Not salt, not pepper. And then what we'll do is we're going to pat this all in once we're ready. And then we're going to drizzle a bunch of olive oil on top to kind of give it that good sauce. So let me I want to make sure I get all the parsley here, all the stuff good to go. Because what we can do is set this aside as our mixture. And I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. The cheese, parsley, garlic, breadcrumbs. We're going to put this in, working from the outer leaves to the center. We'll put these in a baking pan, drizzle olive oil on top, fill the pan with some water, cover with aluminum foil, and bake for 30 minutes. Okay. Not too bad. Not too shabby here. So let's check out how our lovely artichokes are actually, how they're doing, right? Okay. Woo! Okay. So they're starting to kind of spread open, which is what we needed. And I'm going to use some tongs because they wanted to make sure if you can pull the outers out, that's when you know it's done. But I know they've only been in for about 5 minutes. So we're still good. We're doing good. They're not too, what will happen is when I pull a leaf out, once it like just pulls itself out, that's when I know we'll be good to go on grabbing them. In the meantime, I'm going to grab a cooling rack and we can set that up to the side because we're going to have to take these out. Do locals ever head to the strip? Yes, they do. So that's where I was last night. So I went to see a band, Top Dog took me to see a band called Our Last Night. And they are like a rock band that does covers. They have their own music too, but they take other music and turn them into covers. And that was at House of Blues in Mandalay Bay. So there are so many things that locals like. We don't go a lot. Like that was probably my first time to the Strip. Maybe in 6 months or more. I want to say maybe 8 months. We don't go a bunch, but like when we have family visit, they want to go to the Strip, or friends are like, hey, I'm at the Strip, I'm in Vegas, I want to see you, and we'll like go have dinner. But we have so many good shows and restaurants that like if you want to do something fun and you're like wanting something different from suburbs, like you go to the Strip. So, and even at the show yesterday, I think everyone except one group, one couple, everybody else was from Vegas. We only met one couple that wasn't. Even taking the tram, kind of a ways, we met a guy there, and he was from Vegas too. He was like fully like, yep, I'm from Vegas. Like everyone we talked to except for one couple was from Vegas. So people definitely go to the Strip that live here. We just don't go a lot. There might be people who go a lot, but most of the time we don't go a lot. Okay, let me get another. Ooh, I dropped a parsley. I don't want the dogs to eat that. Let me get another cutting board. Yeah, I love going because there's so many cool restaurants. Like they're all like, there's a lot of amazing food off strip, like locals. There's some great food that we take people to, and it's spectacular. But then when new chefs come to town and open restaurants, it's like you go, you experience it, and then like I said, maybe 8 months later, I'll come back and I'll see it. You go to Stanley Park, but not always because you live here. Ah, yes, see? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like it's a part of life, and we know when to avoid it. Like during the weekends, if we need to go to North Vegas, you go around the strip because we know what's happening. Like, not like the events, but we know that it's busy. It's just going to be busy. And especially now because there's so much construction. I mean, it's really busy. So we all know how to get around. I know how to get to almost all the hotels without using the freeway, without going to all that. Granville is. Like Granville's where you live? Granville Island. Oh, very nice. Okay, yes. We're talking about the Strip and all the places you go. Clippy, how are you? They were just asking, since I live in Las Vegas, if people go to the Strip a lot. And it is half and half. I was telling them because I kind of lost my voice and I'm hydrating to kind of keep it there. But by the end of stream, I don't know if I'll be talking. But I went to like a rock concert last night at House of Blues. So about like every 6 to 8 months, we go to the Strip. But there's a lot of things around here, like locally to do that is just, oh my gosh, it's so fun. It's so, so fun. Let me get my bread out. We're going to make bruschetta. So I'm using Como Italian bread, which is a Italian bread with a sourdough. They say a mild sourdough flavor. I was like, well, that sounds delish. I go to Granville Island for groceries sometimes, but when I do, I just get my crap and leave. Tourists stay there all day. Really? Oh, I've never been. The only place in Canada that I've been to was on the West Coast for British Columbia. And, the whole flowers and I don't want to say the castle, but maybe it is a castle that's over there. I mean, I was really young. I haven't gone in a very long time. Where would I say is the best place to meet people? So I will say this. Even yesterday, we were on the tram going from Mandalay Bay to Excalibur. And we met somebody who lives locally. We just like talked to them. it really, if you go there for an event, you can find anybody. Like, it's quite amazing. Um, so I will say, I think, because I work from home for like my normal 9 to 5, I work from home. So when I meet people, so first living here, I met most of all my friends here from the dog park. We all had dogs and we've all just stayed in touch, and that's how we've stayed friends. It's like the dogs connected us. Outside of that, the people I've met here in Vegas, I've met from going to concerts. We just happened to go out and have a night on the town. I mean, it's wild where you can meet people, but honestly, every time we go out, we're meeting new people that live here. So for me, it's like, especially when you come to town, everyone is in a good mood. Most people are happy to be here. So I'd say you could probably almost meet somebody anywhere. Just strike a conversation. I'm going to check these real quick. Let me show you guys the stove cam while we check these. I know an ad is about to start, so let's see. Not quite. We can't pull. I'm going to kind of rotate these. I can't pull them out quite yet. So I think we're still good. They're opening up. They've only been in for about 10 minutes. So they said about 20. Okay, so Master, what does Granville Island have? Like, what is it that makes people, like, tourists be there? Because I honestly, I've never heard of it. Well, I've heard of it. I just don't know really what it is. And by the way, I'm just toasting up some of this Italian bread for the bruschetta. No butter on it, no nothing. We are just toasting up first. Let's see, how's this taste? This is good. And I'm just going to do it in the 350 for a little bit. No matter how luxurious a Publix market is, locals don't go there often if it is their backyard. Ah, okay. I think I get what you're saying. Let's do this. This is actually really good bread. The place with art, stores, restaurants. The top attraction is public market. Okay, ad break. All right. Guys, we are on to bruschetta. Okay. Let me move down. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. Okay. All right. We are toasting. We're toasting stuff up. I'm grabbing everything for the bruschetta because this is a fast appetizer. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, this is a fast guy. Okay, so I think you guys are back from the ads, but I'm moving on to the bruschetta, just so you know. And then, you know what that sounds like too, Master, to me, is in Seattle, same thing, you have that fish market area, the seafood market, and yeah, it's like a bunch of little stores that have stuff, and people have the market there, but a lot of locals don't actually shop there, so it's just like, no, that's just, it's kind of just one of those things. Okay, so this one's going to require 3 garlic cloves plus 1 cut in half for what, like wiping down the bread. This is my best way of explaining it. So I'm trying to find the smallest one. Okay, so 3 garlic cloves, basil leaves. We got some tomatoes. Ah, here we go. The parsley's back. Or parsley's back. Let me check this though, because I don't, the whole thing was said don't overcook it. So I don't want to. I think we're good. You know what, we're gonna give it just a few more minutes and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay. Let's just take this right now. A tablespoon. I'm gonna stick it in there, and all these ingredients get chopped and then put into a bowl, and then that bowl is used on, the bowl of ingredients is used on our bread, on our toast here. Okay, we're still good. I put it at 350. That's where the artichokes are going to be. So I put it at 350 and I'm just kind of letting it go. Then we're going to be using olive oil. Okay. Tomatoes, basil, parsley. We already got garlic, 3 garlics plus 1. Olive oil, salt, pepper, bread. Easy, easy. Oh, no worries. Enjoy. I hope you have fun. Okay, we're just gonna cut these tomatoes up. Bruschetta is one of my favorite things. It's like when we go to an Italian restaurant, this is like what we get to try, like see, like, can they make a good bruschetta? What kind of bruschetta are they making? This is like our one thing we always get when we go to an Italian place is their bruschetta. And it's kind of a great food because it's all just mixed in, so you don't have to make these things perfect. Like, just kind of in general, make sure all your tomatoes are the same size when cut. Oh yeah, the ricotta cake, so it's baking right now. I didn't realize it's a lot like a cheesecake in the sense of low and slow bake, but it's very liquidy, and then it has to sit out for like a while. Like it has to sit in a fridge for, it either is a fridge for like an hour or so, or it has to be in room temp for like 3 hours. I was shocked. I've never made ricotta cake ever. I thought about doing a frosting, so I did orange in it, and I thought, okay, I still have the orange left because it was just the zest that it wanted. It didn't actually want any of the like orange juice. So I thought about doing like a really good like whipped cream with some orange. But I don't know how it tastes yet, so I don't know what's gonna happen. What up? Good morning. Thank you so much for the follow. Is it Sphere Keys World? I might say it wrong. I'm sorry. But welcome. I appreciate the follow. But yeah, an orange cream frosting might be good. Oh my gosh, it's Monday. Oh my gosh. Well, happy Monday. Hopefully it's a happy Monday. I am in Las Vegas in the US, and we are on almost Sunday evening. It's about 3:30 on a Sunday for me. Let me check my artichokes here. Okay, if it's the morning, Monday. Well, I don't know if it's, oh, it's good morning. So it's good morning Monday. So you're at least 12 Australia? Am I close? That might be a little, oh no, Australia, no, okay. And I'm not close. Okay, let me see. Where would it be morning right now? It's definitely not. Okay, see, Europe at least. Well, no, because it would be at like 4 in the morning for them right now, or 4 or 5 in the morning. So, okay, I'm gonna go. Are we like in Russia or China? Okay, Let's check these artichokes, guys. I'm going to switch this over to the stove view where we check. You're in Northern Europe. Okay. All right. Yeah, these are starting to open up quite nicely. Again, I can't like fully pull them off yet like they say. Let me go back to the recipe real quick. I just want to reread what they said. So the outer leaves pull away easily. I just think it means pull away from this. Yeah. Because these are pulling away. So this guy's done. So I'm going to take him out. And then I'm going to drain him upside down over here. I think he needs just a teeny bit more time. So I'm going to give him just a teeny bit time. I think he kind of got forgotten in that mix there. You're ahead of main Europe. Northern Europe is in Europe, different regions. Okay, okay. I don't know if they have thorns. I know like what you might be talking about is like down here, like the leaves. Let me kind of come over. They can sometimes have these little spiky things at like the bottom of the leaves, but in general, it's not too bad. Let me put something down just so water doesn't get completely everywhere. So, okay, so now we're in Northern Europe, next to the Russia border. Okay. You kind of answered my question before I looked at it. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow, Boston Health Department. I appreciate it. Thank you. No, you're Scandinavian countries. Okay. Oh, that's awesome. So, okay, so I got to ask you, what is your weather like right now then? And this is just the basil. We're just kind of going at the basil right now for our bruschetta. Oh, thank you, Boston. I appreciate it. Thank you. I absolutely love being here. So I hope that comes off because this is my favorite thing. Viking country. Oh my gosh. Okay. So my husband, you might see, he'll pop in and out of stream when I'm done with the bruschetta, which I better check that toast that I completely forgot about. Let me broil. No, it's still good. Okay. He took like the ancestry test. So everyone, when we go places, people will just yell out Viking to him. By the way, he did all this before the show. He actually does have the Scandinavian Viking blood, all of that in him. And before the TV show, his hair is literally like a slick back mohawk, shaved sides, and a big old beard. You guys will see him. He'll come down for the bruschetta. He is like Italian and Viking. So blonde, blue-eyed man. So I appreciate that, Boston, a bunch. I want you to know I have to deny what you said just because it's a family-friendly channel. I got all my nieces, nephews, all of that watch it. So, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Viking. Yep. And you're from Norway. Okay. My next door neighbor, I don't know where because I don't remember where, but their family and their in-laws on their son's side, they are all from Sweden. So they get a bunch of visitors from Sweden, and we've had them over at our house a bunch, and it's so awesome. Like, I love it. We don't confirm Scotland as Viking. Oh, really? You know, I don't think I ever thought it was a part of that. All right. Woo, garlic time. And just so you guys know, like I have this cutting board that keeps moving. If you have the same thing, just put down a towel, put your cutting board on it, and now it'll stay where you need it to be. So if you have any sliding cutting boards, Because this one's like a little plastic one, so it slides all the time. Now, does Scotland still consider itself a part of the Viking countryside? Or do they also take it away? We're just mincing this garlic up. I'm about to take out that other artichoke. And for anybody new here, by the way, when I cook all my little themes, it's because in chat, you can put an idea for a theme, and I'll do a 4-course meal based on that theme. At the end of stream, I actually pick it out of this jar, and then that's what decides what we do for theme next week. So we have done the 49ers, as in the football team. I've done Bob's Burgers. We have done Fast and the Furious. We've done The Great Gatsby. It can be movies, books, people, time eras, video games. And if I don't know it, I will research it. So, Minnesota Viking. I love it. Minnesota Viking country. Oh my gosh, that's great. I love it. Can I tell you? Yeah, I love Scandinavian facts. I love facts about where anybody lives, honestly. Okay, so we got this. I'm going to switch over to the view real quick, a stove view, so we can get this last little guy out. And of course, I took the one thing I used to not burn myself. Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, here we go. So I'm going to take this, turn this off. And again, I'm just going to put it upside down on a cooling rack because we want to drain all that liquid out and cool it before we stuff it with all the goodness. Can you do office food? I will put that in. Now, do you mean office food as in the show The Office? Or office food as in things you can make like in an office setting? I want to make sure I got it right. Yes. Okay. So the show The Office, which I love. So I am putting that down right now. Come on, pen. Okay. So I guess that means I need to make chili. Ooh. Come on, read it. There you go. The Office. NBC Office. Yes, yes, yes. Most people don't know. Most people in their country, when they speak English, 50% of them don't have an accent. They sound like American. Oh, that's really interesting. All right, I'm going to stick this in the jar right now. Stick that in. Maybe we pull that one today. Oh my gosh, that would be a fun one. The Office. Obviously, I know the chili. I'd have to make Kevin's big pot of chili. And maybe a tuna sandwich for Jim. There's definitely going to be a lot of fun things I can make. Okay. So, this is... Okay, this is our bruschetta. I'm going to add in our olive oil. And it wants a 4th cup of olive oil. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. I know we're going to be using a lot of olive oil today, which I am not mad about. They've made the rumor saying you all have accents. Oh, that's interesting. I will say, like, I've lived in a few places in America, and to me, it's fascinating just all the accents we have in just America. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. But because I grew up that way, everyone thinks I have an accent. And I'm like, I don't know how. I don't think I do. But I think it's because I grew up in so many places and moved so much. I, like, picked up a little bit of everything. Oh, the TV show Viking isn't accurate about it. Okay. Yeah, I've never watched the TV show. All I get told is California Valley Girl Boston, that's what I get the most of, which, I mean, I was from California. I guess it's just some words I say that get weird. Hey, almost, Top Dog. I'm pulling something out. You're going to eat in just a second. Okay, I just toasted these up a bit. Our little bruschettas. Look at him, already hungry. So now you guys will see the Viking. You'll see him come on down. All right, let me grab. I want to grab. Yeah, I definitely will say I have a, so I've been in like customer service most of my life. And I get a lot, I work a lot with the East Coast. And as soon as I get on the phone, they're like, yeah, you're West Coast. So I'm like, oh, okay. They're like, yeah, you're a pretty happy person sounding. So I'm like, okay, got it. Which I'm fine. It doesn't bother me. All right. Boop, boop, boop. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to cut this garlic in half. And I've seen people do this. I've never done it. And I'm just going to rub it on the actual toasted bread. And Top Dog, if you want to come down, you can come down. I definitely got the bruschetta ready. Have you guys ever done this too? Yeah, if you meet me in Norway, you can see I don't have an axe one. Okay. All right. Wow, it actually does rub down like to a little nub. I've never known garlic to do that. Okay, let me take this. So this is this is just that Italian sourdough. I didn't make it myself this time. Usually I try to make my bread, but ain't happening today. And then let me get some salt and pepper in here. Salt and pepper. And this again was tomatoes, basil, flat leaf parsley, olive oil, garlic. Let's see. And then salt and pepper. Okay. And then they said you can add additional oil on top if you feel like it. But this is actually pretty oily. So I don't think I'm going to need it. Yeah, I had no idea, Boston. Like, none. Okay, this is looking good. Oh my gosh, this looks yummy. Okay. And Top Dog, if you do want to come down, I know I said it, but you can because we have some bruschetta ready. So I definitely have a lot of mixture, by the way, left, which is good because I'm sure I'll love it. I love bruschetta. But here we go. Look at those beauties. Appetizers. Oh, so your name is Boston, but you're not actually from Boston. Well, you definitely schooled me because I definitely was like, oh, somebody from Boston. That's cool. Well, I live in Las Vegas. But I've lived in Chicago. Let's see, Chicago, like Colorado, all up and down California. Done a lot of time in Hawaii, Washington, Oregon, all that fun. You got a cousin in Chicago. Yep. Okay. Very cool. And by the way, I had no idea that it was hard to visit Norway. I had no idea whatsoever. I'm going to get a napkin because I'm going to try this right now. And then Top Dog will come down when he's ready. But let's see. This is good. I love bruschetta, so. Now I see though, 100%, it really does need just a teeny bit of olive oil. I'm really used to having balsamic on it. This one, no balsamic, which is really interesting. But you do work for the health department. Okay, Boston, I like that. I like that. Thank you for what you do, because I mean, whew, it has not been easy the last few years. You're Russian, German, Norwegian. Oh! It's very strict and not in a good way. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what, you know, I mean, I don't know if they say why. Okay. This is a winner. It is garlic. They don't get along. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I don't think I've ever noticed that fact. Learned something new, right? This is good. Okay. We're going to move along. Now that I've had my appetizer. Okay. I'm going to move some things to the side so we have room. Because I definitely need room. So let me move. This is that toasted bread. I'm just going to move this to the side. And then that big pot we were using for our artichokes, let me dump it. And then I'm going to set it to the side because we don't need that. Here we go. Okay, let me take a few sips of water. Again, I am really hoping I don't lose my voice by the end of this. Oh, they don't see you eye to eye. Okay. Okay. Ooh, I'm trying not to cough, guys. Like I said, I lost my voice from the concert last night. So I'm good, but I just want to make sure I keep my voice today. That's really interesting, though. I mean, we have different groups like that definitely here as well, but yeah. Very Tarf people. That's very interesting. Well, so far you've been a gem, so thank you. I can understand that. I could understand that. I know too for like Hawaii, there's definitely, you know, being very protective of what's yours and all of that. That's kind of the same feel when you live there. So I can fully like grasp those concepts. All right, here we go. Here is our artichokes. Okay. So just so you guys can all see, these are opening up really nice. And I'm just going to kind of see if I can get them opened up a teeny bit more for the stuffings here. So we're going to stuff these. They're protective of their prime minister. Okay. I don't like our lead. Oh, you don't like the leader. Okay, that's what you meant. Sorry, I read two different things at once. All right, we're just opening these up. So that way our stuffing can be put inside. Which this is exciting. Like I said, I've never had an artichoke this way. I'm so used to only having artichokes where you pull it and dip. And you know what? I know you guys are asking, like, for people who didn't know, I just pulled one of the leaves off to show you. So this is what it looks like cooked, right? And it does, like I said, it doesn't really taste like much, but that white part and right here is the meat. And I'll show you. Okay, I just ate it. So that's no joke. That's like all that they'll eat in most places. And so you go through your whole artichoke just doing that. And then as you get to the center, there's more of it of the meat than on the sides. So it's interesting. Artichokes are really, but like I said, to me, very bland. Like they don't have a lot of flavor until you do something to them. So that's why I was excited to do this one today, because I wanted to see. Okay, so in a small bowl, we did that earlier. So parsley, Romano, garlic, and then the breadcrumbs. And we're going to, they want us to work from the outer leaves towards the inner, and you kind of spread it and you put it on. Okay, here you guys go. Here is Top Dog, my husband.
My hair is not done.
That's fine. It's okay. It's okay. All right. These are the bruschetta. You get ready for a garlic in your mouth.
Yeah?
Like, it's so good. Oh, did I get breadcrumbs?
Yeah, like a black fuzz or something.
Yeah.
Okay, so like just.
He looks like a wrestler. He gets a UFC fighter all the time. Everybody thinks.
Okay, so you said just a garlic explosion.
Yeah, it is garlic. The devil fruit. Are you talking about this joint? The artichoke? It's good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So something I've never done before, I had to take this as if it was butter and rub it on the bread.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no idea. Like, I rubbed half of it and look what's left. I had no idea that it got that thin down. It's really good. You can take the rest if you want. You always wanted cheese. I have Romano over there. There's Parmesan or feta.
Oh, feta. Maybe a little feta.
Always wants. Yeah, yep, no. Aren't these massive? Look at these artichokes.
Those are big artichokes.
Yeah, they are huge today at the
so
store.
This is really, really good. But I think if we add a little bit of feta, I'll just put it over the edge. Just a pinch.
And it was interesting. They didn't have me add any balsamic.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, I'm literally just like opening this up and like adding in stuff. You tell me what that tastes like now that it's got the feta on it, and you tell me you like that better. Okay, let me try it.
It's not. I put just a little bit on, so it's very.
Hi, Roxy. Okay.
I didn't want the feta to take over the flavor, so it's just a smidge on there.
Okay.
Wrong. Everything needs cheese all the time. Cheese is the greatest invention.
That's pretty good. It definitely tones down the garlic a bit, because the garlic was really strong. It's okay. She'll eat it.
That's very good though.
Yeah. I say a win. Like for
I actually really like it.
For a bruschetta.
With like just a pinch of the feta on it.
Just a pinch?
Yeah, not heavy. You don't want it to be. You don't want the flavor to now become the feta cheese.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're using the feta cheese here to just like you said, offset a little bit of the garlic, and just kind of balance things out.
These are some big puppies.
Speaking of coffee.
Joe Coffey's my favorite. I do not know any of the wrestlers. Except for The Rock. I don't know any other wrestlers.
The Undertaker.
Oh, The Undertaker. He probably knows some more than I do.
Hogan.
Oh, Hulk Hogan. My dad, actually, people used to think when my dad talked on the phone, they thought he was Hulk Hogan because that's what he sounds like.
Stone
like, really.
Steve Austin.
Oh, Steve Austin. Yeah.
Triple X.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Well, you knew the Bella twins.
John Cena.
John Cena, the Bella twins.
Yeah. But he gets asked on occasions if he's a wrestler. When we went to St. Lucia, they would yell at him Viking as we walked around St. Lucia. We've had people literally think he was he used to have like all of his hair slicked back on the sides, and the guy from Sons of Anarchy, they asked if he was that character, I don't know the actor's name, but they would ask that all the time. Ooh, you guys, that was the cake. Let me go look at it.
Cake?
Yeah. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but
I don't know what it's supposed to look like.
Okay.
That's part of the fun.
It smells delicious, though.
That's what we do around here, right?
Yeah.
Gotta learn.
I think it needs a little bit more time. It's not fully toasted, so we're going to do 5 more minutes. I cannot believe it's been in there an hour. I was supposed to check it at like the 40-minute mark. Okay, we'll have to look up Joe then. I'll see. He looks like him. We'll see. Yeah, wrestlers make a lot of money, but they put their bodies through some not so fun stuff. Well, you can take it if you want. You don't have to sit here and eat on stream.
No, we'll just take it with you.
Yeah, you can just take it with you.
Let me put more fat on that one. I'm gonna literally finish off the bruschetta if that's okay. Do you need pictures?
No, I have some more over there I can make. I have more filling and more bread.
Okay.
Did you want me to make you a few more than what you have left?
No, this will hold me over till the next thing's ready.
Okay. Okay, so these, I mean, you guys can see I've just been kind of opening them up and then putting everything in them. So I'll show you guys this in just a second. Okay. You know what? Let me show you on stove cam because it's going to be way, way easier. Enjoy that, love.
I'll be back.
Okay. If I was an actor, what TV series? Honestly, it would be something like The Office or Parks and Rec.
It'd be a medical one.
That or medical, yeah. I tend to watch I used to watch Grey's Anatomy. Why isn't this working? Oh, here we go. House, all of that. So you guys can see I opened it up and sprinkled inside all the goodies. And then from here, what we're gonna do is we take it like this, and we're gonna put them in here. Whoop. See, there's a little cheese and all that. Then you do, they said that you want the top, hit it with olive oil. There we go. So get it all drenched up in olive oil. Then we're gonna actually add some water. So let me really quickly, hi Roxy. Let me grab a big, just measuring container. He looks like he could play defense in the NFL. Oh, he probably loves that. New season of chai. What's that? What's chai? Okay, and then this one, they said, so with these artichokes, again, we put the olive oil on top, all of that, and then we're going to fill the pan with about an inch or so of water. Which again, super interesting, all the water we're using. So it's gonna steam them, and it didn't want us to wrap it or anything. It just said, put it with water. Then we're gonna put tin foil on top of this, and then bake it for 30 minutes. We'll do tin foil this way. So it's a whole steaming and then getting all that yummy breadcrumb with that oil in there. Okay, so let's get this in. Hold on one second. So this is gonna go 350. Don't want to drip any of that water. 30 minutes. Whoop! Some of the water dripped. It's okay. It'll steam. All right, hold on, and then I'll switch that camera view here in just a second. Just gonna put it in at 30 minutes, because then those are our artichokes. Okay, let's see. We got just another minute left on that cake. Let me see how it's looking. So I want to find out. You guys, I have to Google some stuff. It's an old Chicago drama series. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I know which one you're talking about. Yes. I am that person who, once I have a TV show I like too, I 100% watch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. So new shows for me, it's horrible. I'm really bad at watching new shows. Okay. I want to see. All right, so it definitely says, so the cake's really like jiggly. So that's why I'm like, I'm looking online what people are saying, and they're saying like cheesecake, it will be a little bit jiggly just in the center before cooling. Mine was still very, so we're gonna say that's not done. Ah, Scrubs! Scrubs is another good one. I haven't watched all of it, but Scrubs is a really good one too. Oh yeah, that's like Jigglepuff. So we're going to do another like 10 minutes on that. This is like the first time my oven's not done something intense. But yeah, I love, I just started, now you guys are going to laugh. This is what I mean. I just started watching House. That show has been over for what, 10, 15 years, something like that. I don't know. So I just started watching it because I find medical stuff really interesting. I watched Grey's Anatomy up until a certain season, and then I was done with it. I was like, I can't handle it anymore. And then I'm trying to think of what else. The Office, I've watched. Parks and Rec, I've watched. Gilmore Girls. I'm trying to think of what other TV show that I tend to watch. But yeah, you should apply to math. Honestly, it was always a thought of mine, but I'm horrible at math. I am one of those people. I am a weirdo. I love medical stuff. In fact, in high school and whatnot, we would, you know, you have to dissect animals, and there was a program that you could end up going to do people, and I wanted to. I was like all about it. That stuff does not gross me out or anything like that. I find the body fascinating. And so for me, I thought about it, but I honestly, I cannot, not at all deal with math. It freaks me out. But like when I go get stuff like blood drawn and stuff, like I watch it. I wish I could do it myself because I'm that weirdo. Like it's fascinating to me. Okay, so as that's going, we are now getting to the main event. I've never made this and I love eating it. We're going to make risotto, and we're making a shrimp risotto. Oh, your friend's an actor or actress. They're in a TV series, BMF. Oh, I don't know what that one is. Like I said, I don't watch a bunch of TV. I watch a lot of sports, but not a bunch of TV. Yeah, and anyone who is in medical, anything, like, props to you. Like, woo, Black Mafia family. Oh, okay, I've heard of that, yes. Yes. No, I have definitely heard of it, and it comes up for ads and whatnot. But yeah, no. I mean, there's so many good shows now. I just tend to watch older shows. I think right now, the newest show I want to watch, because I just keep seeing it everywhere, is it Peaky Blinders? I really want to watch that one. But Black Mafia family, I've wanted to watch that. I like things about, I mean, I live in Vegas, so there's a lot of mafia stuff here. But yeah, it's really interesting to me. Okay, so let me grab our shrimp real quick, because we have to do something with that first. So I want to make sure I get that set. Grab our little shrimps. It was so funny when I went to the grocery store this morning to get all these items. And when I got the shrimp, the butcher, he was like, okay, like he wanted to know if he should wrap it differently because if it wasn't going to get used today. And I said, no, I'm gonna make it in risotto in, you know, just a few hours. And he was so sweet. He's like, I'm coming over for dinner. Like, I'm fully coming over for dinner. And then he asked about what else I was making. And I was like, yeah, some bruschetta, all that. And he was like, yep, no, 100%. It was so sweet. Oh my gosh, you get your nephew for the whole day, Master. That's insane. How old is your nephew? I know I've got one niece that is 6. I have a nephew that is 7 months, almost 8 months, and then I have another niece who is 8 months. So she's an actress. Her boyfriend is the actor Ray Lawrence. Oh, I don't know who that one is. Again, I'm not the best at knowing who people are. He plays the main character. Oh, very nice. Named Canine. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Well, I hope they enjoy doing what they do. He's 2.5. Okay, so he is full of that energy. He used to be in the barbershop movie. Okay, well that, I actually own that. So I think I know exactly who you're talking about. So by the way, the reason I'm not just throwing away the shells is they want me to make the risotto broth with the shells. So I'm just taking the shells and the shrimp and separating them. Because that was the first thing, is we're going to go in a large like a pan, and I'm going to add the shrimp, the shells, and we're going to add some vegetables in it and let it simmer and come to like a really good seafood broth, basically, on it. What up, Chef Jan? Hey! I sometimes go live with them on TikTok. Oh, that's cool. Very awesome. How are you doing, Chef? You might have to help me. This is my first time making risotto, so we'll see how this goes. Oh my gosh. We're almost there. Good, I'm glad. Well then, Sophia, you probably live, oh, the producer's 50 Cent. Okay. He's a great producer. He comes out with so many good things. That's their boss. That's awesome. Well, I hope they like him. I mean, he always seems like a cool guy from what I can see. Smart guy. Yeah, Master. My nieces and nephews, like especially the baby ones, they're finally starting to eat and whatnot, and so it's so fun to see them experience like food for the first time. Like I live pretty close to my nieces, so I get to see between a 6-year-old and a 7-month-year-old. Like there's some intensity that happens there with those ages. But yeah, full of energy, so much energy. I remember we took my niece out for her birthday. We did it like a date with her, and we took her to one of those places that you paint pottery. I think I talked about it once. And it was like, we did that, took her to ice cream, took her to pizza. We were only gone for maybe 3 hours, if that. And we were so tired. When we like dropped her off, we were like, we got a nap. Like, we don't have kids, we just have our dogs. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is so tired. Like, and it's not their fault. It's just we're not used to that energy. If you're not used to it, it's like, oh, it's tiring. Like, it's nap time. Yeah, their friend since TikTok was just music. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, you get tired. Oh, I bet. I am like, man, like I feel like, again, we don't have kids, and I feel like I have a lot of energy, and I'm like, I do stuff. I work all day. I take care of stuff at night. Like I am constantly doing stuff. But then for some reason, when it comes to kids, it's gone. It's as if I can't do anything. Like I am exhausted. And I mean, even yesterday, I sent this to my family, or my husband's family, because I did like 30,000 steps. We did the concert. We walked around the strip. I did a 20-mile bike ride. We had to do a few other things that required us to walk around, and I was like, no problem. But if you would have thrown a kid's energy in there, oh, I would have been exhausted. Like, I can't. Never seen a toddler out of breath, right? 100, exactly, never. I now am in the age where I love naps. Like, you give me a good hour to 2-hour nap session, now I'm happy. I'm in my season. 3 seasons of the show. Oh, they're going to make a 4th season. Oh, good for them. See, that's good. When shows can make it that far, that's amazing. See, that's awesome. They just got to keep that. That's the scary part, huh? But yeah, no. Definitely TV shows. See, and that's awesome because I think this is why I also watch TV shows way after they're done, because I can now just binge it. But the other thing is, I have gotten into TV series that have 1 season or 2, and then they're like, no, we're going to cancel it. And it's an amazing TV series, and I was like super invested. So I'm very much like, I like to know what I'm about to get into when I'm going into a TV show. Like, how many seasons? What are we looking at? Because there are too many TV shows that I'm like, this is amazing. And then they cancel them. For no, I mean, they have their reasons, but for me, no good reason. Okay, let's look at this cake again. Okay, now we're doing it. Okay. It is still super jiggly. I still don't trust it. I want to do just a teeny bit more. Has anyone ever made a ricotta cake before in chat? If so, mine is just so jiggly. I cannot tell. Okay, I'm gonna do 10 minutes again, and we're gonna let that be because I just can't tell. I cannot tell. All right, we're gonna get everything else ready, by the way, for the risotto. So I have my shells here, and then I got my shrimp over there. So I'm just gonna put them there. We are gonna get together onion, celery, and carrot. I know my onion's over here. Celery and carrot is actually from last stream. So let's go ahead and get that. Let me grab, where are you? Celery and carrot. So one of the things we did yesterday is we had like this little market slash craft fair, and our community was giving away like free plants to, I don't know, I guess just for you to try growing. So we ended up getting basically almost like a peppercini plant. So I'm really hoping I can make this thing grow. If you know, you know, I'm not great at it. So I am like hoping I can get this growing. It needs full sun. It needs a lot of water every day. So it's going to be my baby for the next week because I am hoping I can make this thing work for me. We'll see. We'll see though. Okay. Cut into thirds. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Easy. And then this same cut into thirds. I know it's big old chunks because we're going to end up taking it out of the broth. One medium-sized quartered. That's easy. 4 pieces. Let me just do the ends. And then the top. Oh, I'm so excited to make risotto. Like I said, I had it for the first time, maybe about like a year and a half ago. And I don't know why I had never had it. I just never did. And then now that I have, I'm like, this is so deliciously good. And I ended up having like a lobster risotto or something like that at one of the places on the strip. So it was phenomenal. So I'm going for the bar here. We're going for the gold when it comes to this. Okay. So let's see here. And then the onion. Okay, so all this is going to go into water to make the broth. That's super easy. So I'm going to do this first because it has to sit for like, I believe they said about 20 minutes. So I need 5 cups of water. Let's see here. 5 cups of water, and I believe we're going to bring this to a light boil. Perfect. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and make this broth. All right. Let's triple check. I've read this recipe like 20 times, but again, triple check. Shrimp, celery, onion, carrots, and it's the shrimp shells. Oh, we need to put parsley and then salt with the water. Okay, so parsley, which I still have some parsley left from when I first originally did this. But they just want the sprigs, so thankfully I didn't cut all of it. So they want 4 sprigs. That's a giant one. 3, 4. Perfect. We got this. We're doing it. Okay. So let's just turn up this water. I'm going to use my kosher salt. Let's go to stove view so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing. I have a giant knife over here that I don't need. Okay. No need on hurting ourselves today. All right, so we'll put in a good amount of water here, or salt. And then they want the parsley in there. And then, okay, yeah, and then we're just gonna throw everything in there. And this is honestly how you make a broth, guys. So chicken or celery, carrots, onion, and we'll do this with anything, right? Like the parsley's great, salt's great too, but you could put any herbs in here. But let's say you have like a rotisserie chicken and you have a lot of leftover like bones and stuff. You can stick it like this and lightly cook it, and this is how you make a broth. So if you got extra stuff and you just don't want to get rid of it, or you want to see what else and you want to experiment. So I'm going to let it come to a boil, then we bring it down, and I'm going to put a lid just slightly askew on it. But until then, we're going to keep going with our risotto. We're going to see what our next thing is, because we just got to get this to a boil. Okay, let's check our... All right, now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm liking what I'm seeing on this cake. Okay. A little less jigs, a little less jiggly. We got like 5 minutes left. Our artichokes still are doing really good, so we're fine with that. Okay, so when we're done, let me get a mesh strain because we have to strain it. So I want to make sure I have that fully ready. Okay. So, warm 2 tablespoons of olive oil that we're going to do. We're going to add garlic, don't brown. Then we'll add the shrimp, and then we'll remove all that from a pan, but we use the same pan. We're going to add more olive oil, some butter, and then chopped onions. Okay, so we have to cut still some garlic. We have to cut some onion. And then when those brown, we add the rice and then stir, 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 stir. You're eating a mini pavlova. Oh, I love pavlova. The nice and the crunch and oh, it's so good. Is it the same? Is that the same? Is the pavlova the same I'm thinking? You got that nice hard meringue shell. Add the rice, stir to coat with olive oil, and then stir tomato. Okay. We're gonna start getting all of our things put together here for risotto. All right, we need just 1 good garlic clove, which is pretty good. I had an entire thing of garlic, and I've probably got 3 more in here, like 3 more cloves of garlic, which for me is awesome. I usually do not have that much. I'm going to put the garlic, minced garlic in there. There we go. Oh, there were like hidden things in here. That was not just one. Okay, okay, here we go. But I want way more than, I want that big one that I thought I was getting. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yeah, fruit on it. Okay. Yes. Any kind of a sauce or anything with it? Or is it just the meringue with fruit? I would love to know. I haven't ever made a pavlova yet on stream. That would be a fun thing to make. All right, here we go. Mince this garlic up. Ooh, finger almost under the knife. Not good. All right. And I think what I'm going to do, because I have to cool that cake really fast, I think I'm going to put it, it has Frosty, like ice cream. The only Frosty I know is Wendy's. I need to grab some water real quick. Yes, okay. Let's see here. Not quite at a boil yet. Let me check this cake. Oh yeah, this is nice and brown like they said it needed to be. I'm going to bring it over to the stove and then I'll show you guys. I accidentally hit it a little bit with my hand, so there's a little crack in it. I mean, it rose and I'm happy. I'm a little still concerned about it, but we'll see. If it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. Okay, so here's the ricotta cake, the ricotta orange cake. So see, it's super jiggly. It's a lot less, but it's doing what it says it's supposed to do, where the sides are all nice and browned. So, and again, this is a lot like a cheesecake. Like that's kind of what cheesecake does until it sets. So I'm really quickly going to make some space in my freezer, because that's where I'm going to put this, as it goes in the freezer. And I'm going to put a towel down just so, actually, no, I don't need to do a towel. I can do some heat things, just so nothing else goes crazy when I stick this in. All right. Okay, here we go. So now this will get into the cooling mode, just like cheesecake, where it's kind of got to set a little bit. All right, we're gonna just close that freezer up and call it. We'll cross our fingers, guys, that something starts. And I definitely know, sorry, I know an ad is about to start, so we're just gonna keep collecting for the risotto. Keep doing items. Eucery's baby raccoons. You have big cat links. Wow. Oh, thank you, Plaid. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me get you on the board, Plaid. How are you? 7 months, man. You are an OG. All right. We got you on the board. Enjoy all the ad-free content, the emotes, all that. Have I ever seen a link before at a zoo? Not in real life, well, in real life, but at a zoo, not in the wild. They are very cool looking, though. But yeah, so that's the only time I've seen them. Okay, I gotta go grab that other onion, guys. Sorry, I know we have one more onion to chop up. Let me just come on over here. Grab the onion. Try to get all that off. Okay, just trying to get the extra skin off. Y'all know what happens to me with onions. I'm going to cry. I'm going to do all of that because it's so much for me to handle. But we'll be able to put... Ooh, that looks like it came from my head. Okay. So we got the one garlic. We got that. The clove over here. And then the onion. This is a very big bowl that is not needed for an onion. You know what? We can reuse this bowl for the onion, because then we got to also do a tomato. You have a Tibetan Mastiff. Oh my gosh, no, those are huge. I used to have a neighbor who had those. So yes, they are massive. They are massive. So it wants only a quarter chopped, which this is a fourth cup. A fourth cup, not a quarter, a fourth cup. Thank you so much, Billy, for the follow. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome today. You guys are like getting me to my goal here. Which, by the way, I am planning it. It should be in hopefully a few weeks. I'm going to be doing, if you don't know, I have different goals based on how many follows I have. And the last one was I'm going to cook things from Super Mario World. So it is 100%. I have to go there because I have to see what kind of food they have. And then once I go there and do all that, and I'm about to start crying from these lovely onions, I'll make a menu and we'll do it. But after that, sorry, I'm crying, guys, the onions. After that, our next goal is Top Dog cooks in the kitchen, which will be super fun. And Billy, I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're saying. I don't have a translator. So hopefully it's something good. But thank you for being here. You feel old every day. Oh my gosh, you're 23. Don't start feeling old yet. You ain't old, I promise. I'm almost in my 40s. And I don't feel old. So you're not allowed to. Poutine. That is like poutine fries. It's gravy, fries, and like curds. Master might be able to say more on what it is, but I always know poutine as gravy, fries, and curds. And I'm just doing a 4th cup. You got back problems? I will say I have a really good, a really good friend. She's my best friend. She actually just had back surgery because she had really bad scoliosis. Thank you so much, Top Dog, for translating that. And that goes to you as well, Billy. I appreciate it. I hope you have all the blessings and peace for your life. I'm just putting the rest of these killer onions away because you're 23. That's why you have back problems, because you're 23? Hi, Rocks. Believe it or not, guys, I was marrying Top Dog when I was 23. That was what happened when I was 23. Him and I had found each other and I married him. And now it's been 14 years. Greetings, Billy. How are you? Oh, yeah. No, that would definitely hurt. Aw, that's very sad. Well, hopefully, again, you're doing what you can, which is awesome. Opportunity twice cooked fries, smothered with brown gravy, made with a combination of chicken and beef stock, and topped with cheese curds. Okay, I was close. I was close, Master. Oh my gosh, so close. I love poutine. So I hate potatoes and I don't like French fries, but when they have poutine on them, basically when they have all that gravy and the curds, like I will just eat cheese curds if I can. Like I love it on a different level. There is a place here that does like deep fried cheese curds and I get so sick, but yeah, I love it. That's the authentic Canadian way. I like it though. Did you know sweet potatoes aren't healthy for you? Oh, that's interesting. Well, and it's what we call sweet potatoes, other countries call yams, and what they call yams, sometimes we call sweet potatoes. I know there's some things that are really different. Yeah, sweet potatoes, we only eat them a few times. I'm not the potato person. Oh, yeah. Especially the canned ones, because they usually put more sugar in there. All right, let me get our last tomato here. Where are you, tomato? For our risotto. Don't get the poutine in fast food places. That's poutine. It's a good one, Baxter. I like that. Yeah, I honestly, I love poutine, especially at restaurants. And then I also love, that would be sorry guys, the artichokes. The artichokes are going. Let's look at these suckers. Ooh, okay. All right, I'm going to do the reveal with you all. Let me switch to stove view. Okay, let's see what these guys look like. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. It looks like a lot of the things, I mean, you can see they've opened up even more. I'm really quickly going to look because I don't know if I'm supposed to put them back in to crisp them. So let me see real quick. Oh, yeah, I am. Okay, 15 more minutes without the tin foil. Well, I'm glad I took the tin foil off. And I looked at this recipe one more time. Okay, so here we go. And they said if your water is still not there to put more water in, but we're good. We still have water. So now we'll go in and we'll do 15 more minutes. This is at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So, whoo. Yeah, I am definitely somebody too. Like, I am such a foodie that I'm like, if I can, I am not very picky with food. Like, obviously, where it comes from, I think is important. But I'm definitely one of those people. If I'm gonna eat food, I'm gonna eat food, and that's just what's gonna happen for me. Okay, again, we're just gonna dice up these. Oops, you know, I want them diced a little smaller than this. Gonna dice up these tomatoes. And they want these actually seeded, so I'm gonna take, they just want the shell. So this is awesome. Okay. I'm just gonna pull all the seeds from here. I don't know. I used to stream on Wednesdays, but because of my current job, Master, I just don't have time right now. I want to though. I've never done a Thursday. However, is that a good day to do it? Yeah, my dream for food is to like eventually move someplace where I can have my own, all my own farms and all that. Like that just sounds like fun to me. I grew up around like the house I was brought home to after the hospital had sheep and goats and all of that. So I'm very used to some of that. All right, here we go. Gourmet. Ooh, maybe I'll have to do a special stream. Or I could do it maybe the Sunday before. I like that. And so people can like get what they think is awesome. Okay, let me write this down. It's an idea. We got to do it. I got to write it down. Gourmet hot dogs. I could do some gourmet hot dogs. There is some good stuff. Maybe do a special stream on 4th of July. 4th of July in Vegas is popping, by the way. We're allowed to light fireworks here. So it is on all the time for 4th of July. There we go. Make sure to get the Nathan brand, right? Let me stick this in. Yeah, Nathan. Huge brand is the Nathan brand. Okay, let me see. I want to show you guys really quickly the water, the broth, so you guys can see what's happening. I don't want to touch the top. That's going to be very hot. Do you see all this foam? Everything's worked its way in like magic. So I'm going to let this sit for just a teeny bit longer, but that broth is almost fully done and like ready to set aside. So I'm excited, but that's no joke how you make broth. And it's just the longer you let it simmer, obviously the better it enhances the flavor. So a lot of the times if I make my own broth, like especially because I buy like roasted chickens and I have leftover little meats and stuff, I'll use a crock pot, fill it with water, entire onion, like 2 or 3 celery, 2 or 3 carrots, and then just put it in there, put it in a crock pot on low, and then every once in a while combine stir it, meaning like every few hours, and you can make your own broth just with that. Like, it's amazing. And you can do it like if you make T-bone steaks or something, a steak with a bone in it. If you just keep the bones, you can make your own beef broth and like the stock and all of that. So it's wild. Like it's really easy to make your own broth, and the longer you let it low and slow that roll, the better it is. Well, thank you, Bester. That's actually a great idea. I didn't know that. Oh, hi, Snooky. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. I definitely know that, Sphere. They hide the different ingredients. Ooh, got a little hot there. How are you? I hope I said your name right. That it's Suki. I'm hoping I did. You'll learn I'm not great with names. But no, that's actually good to know, Master. Maybe I'll do that. I'll try to make it on that day so people can see. I never know what's the best option. Like if it's better to do something ahead of time to show people and then they can do it themselves, or just to do it that day and be like, cook together. Coke Zero's is great. Yeah, no, there's definitely some stuff with what's in those. Again, it's so different what companies allow in different countries, and I've had friends who are in the video gaming industry, and even with video games, what countries allow and what other ones don't. But yeah, it's interesting. Okay, I got to make sure we're gonna do this right because I'm about to pull that broth off. And then let's get our big pan. So the rest of this all gets done in like one giant pan. So I want to get a good one for this risotto. They treat you to buy them. To trick you. All right, let me take this. I want to make sure I got all my supplies ready. Even my butter. Let's make sure I cut this butter. Is a must. Right? Yeah, we are a big hot dogs, corn. I think last year we did a brisket, but yeah, there's always hot dogs, but a gourmet one. I think that would be a really fun theme. I don't think people would know what a gourmet hot dog could be. And it really, I don't know, I think that would be fun. Like I've had hot dogs like that are wrapped in like bacon, and they have different sauces and cheeses and all that kind of stuff, So, I think that'd be cool. Okay, let me make sure 2 tablespoons butter. Okay, we're going to just have that to the side. Oh, and then this has to be cut in half again because we only use one of these. Okay. We use one of these tablespoons, and then we use another one later. So not a problem. And then we got 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay, so we're first going to do 2 tablespoons, then 2 more tablespoons. I'm getting this down, guys. I got to make sure I do this. Some people actually do care about their health. Yep. Hot dog is different. Oh, that's a different one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know what's in most of our hot dogs. Roxy, you're going to have to wait. Sorry, my dogs they have bells. That's what I'm talking to them about, is they have these bells that they ring. All right, I'm going to move our stock over. And I'm going to actually turn off the stove for a second as we strain the stock, because I believe we're fully ready. The next thing is I want 1 cup of our rice. Again, I just have to make sure everything's ready. If you guys ever cook, by the way, this is generally how I cook at, like, when it's just me, not on stream, is I make sure I have everything fully ready, because then I'm like, grab this, the prep work's done, and I can focus just on the cooking method. Especially risotto, I've never made it, so I want to make sure I'm getting it down, like, really nicely. Roxy, you're going to have to wait. I'm sorry. Okay. You know what? How about this? I'm going to go let our dog out real quick. I will be right back. If you guys just give me probably about 2 minutes, I will be right back, and we will do our risotto. Let's see. 6 minutes left on the artichokes, so I'm good. We'll drain the stock in a second. Let me just take the dog out because I feel horrible making her wait. So give me 1 second, guys. I will be right back. Well, again, I have an amazing husband, and he came down and it was like, I'll take the dogs. So we're already back that fast. Okay, we're gonna get this stock. I'm gonna grab this bowl. And again, this is just like a little sieve. I'm gonna put it over. I'm gonna stick this in my sink, and we're gonna put the stock in here. And it's just so, again, I want the good old stock and the broth that we made. But I need to make sure there's no shells. Nothing. Oh, this is looking good. Nice yellow. Love, 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 love. This is good. Okay. Now I'm going to put this to the side. So that way we're good. And this is a beautiful, ooh, that's hot. I forgot that was going to be hot. Where's my things for holding on to the hot stuff? You guys know, I lose them all the time. All the time I'm losing my hot fingers. Okay. Oh, this looks so good. Okay, I'm going to show you guys in stove cam. This is so beautifully yellow. Great color. Like, I know it looks, it's not as bright as, there you guys go. Like, great broth coloring right there. I am happy with our seafood or our shrimp broth. Okay, I'm going to set it to the side because we will be using this as well. Okay, we put potatoes, ketchup on the hot dogs, bacon. Yeah, bacon's a big one. Bacon wrapped hot dogs. One of the dogs I really love has elote on it, which is like corn, crema, cojita, cilantro, like pastrami wrapped dogs. That's another big one too. Okay. All right, guys. So we are going to heat up 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to add the garlic and then the shrimp as well. So let's stove view this. This is our first part. The shrimp will go back into the bowl. But let's get this garlic in here. And they only want it in there for like a minute, the garlic by itself, because they don't want it to get browned, is what it says. I tend to make garlic brown a lot. So I'm actually going to turn the heat down just a bit because I don't want to do it too much. And I'm going to bring out another spoon. But just enough so it's kind of lightly cooked and fragrant. And then we put the shrimp in. Kebab pizza. Ooh, what was on that? That sounds delish. Okay. And then when the shrimp is done, we're going to do 2 more tablespoons. There's a little bit left. There we go. Yes. Okay. Get these shrimp in. Love, love, love. We're going to do 2 tablespoons. You know what? I'm going to bring the cookbook over here so I don't have to keep turning around. Okay. Add the shrimp. When the shrimp are done after a few minutes, perfect. We'll put them back in the bowl. Then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a tablespoon of butter, which let me just get that butter ready here. 2 tablespoons of butter and the chopped onion. Okay. There we go. I'm going to just turn over our shrimps. So I was watching online, the key to risotto is like the stirring. So I'm gonna be trying to stir. So I might be in stove view for a while here, guys. Lots of Greek food with Greek sauce. Oh, very nice. You raised a baby rocket, like as in Guardians of the Galaxy? Like that kind of a rocket? Okay. And then let me get my onion over here too, just so I can be ready. And I'm kind of browning the garlic, but oh, these shrimps are looking good. And I know this recipe said too, if you made that broth that we did earlier, you can like make it a few days ahead of time, and they said that's fine. And then you just warm it up when it's ready. So I just set ours to the side, and it's still steaming, all of that. Let me grab some water. Sorry, guys. Oh, he slept with your dog. That's so cute. I love it. Those are the artichokes. Okay. We're gonna just kind of lightly take that off the heat while I grab artichokes, so that you guys can now see. Ooh, see the artichokes. Oh, these aren't too bad at all. They got like a good crisp to them. Look at that. All right, there is our artichokes. I'm going to turn off the ovens because we're done with the ovens at this point. Okay, let's put this back on the heat. Okay. I'm taking out the shrimp. I was going to say this. So the San Diego Zoo has this cool program for animals. That some of the animals, they need friends, and they found them together. And it's like bobcats and dogs, or I forget some other ones, like a tiger and, a dog or something like that. Like, it's really fun. And it's really fun seeing them together, because your brain says, no, 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 no. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. But, okay. So we put 2 more tablespoons of olive oil and our butter. And now we're going to put those chopped onions and get those in. We're going to cook on medium heat until, let's see, cook on medium heat. We're looking for those translucent cooked onions. I mean, there's a lot of yummy liquid in here, so I'm not mad about this. And then you got to add the rice. Ooh, there's a few more little pieces of onion I forgot. Then you add the rice. Once those are cooked, again, I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. It just seems to be a bit hot. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to grab another plate to put our artichokes on. Right now, they're still in their water bath. I don't even know how to pick these up. They're so big. Okay. And I kind of want to make sure they're drained a little bit before we serve them. So I just kind of want to take them and pick them up. There we go. Okay. I don't know how you're not supposed to brown your garlic with this. Like, my garlic's browned. I'm fine. I'm going to live with it. Let me take the water bath out and dump it. What does the word shrimp come from the first time? Should have said that name. Yeah, I don't know. Who is this? Person named the animals is a lion. All right. Okay. So we're good there. So okay. And now I need to get my 1 cupper. Let me get my 1 cup thing. We're going to get a broth of 1 cup ready. You add it 1 cup at a time. Thank you guys as I am figuring out how to make risotto here. Being so kind. So, because you got to put in, so we've got to do the rice, and it's going to absorb, what they said is it's going to absorb all that oil. And then once it has, we put in, which it really does. Wow. Okay. We put in 1 cup of this broth. Okay. And you gotta let it simmer. Okay. And then, oh, the wine. Yes, I forgot I needed wine too. So I gotta add a 1/2 cup of wine into this. Let me really quickly go grab the wine. For forgot about that part. This is Italian food. Butter and wine, garlic. What was I thinking? I knew this was coming. First time seeing that animal. Which one? The shrimp? Okay, half cup of wine. So when the rice has absorbed the broth. Okay, so we're going to let this absorb, and it says medium to high heat. So I turn my heat kind of back up. So once it's absorbed, we're going to add the remaining broth, a half cup of the time. But first we'll add wine. And the tomatoes. Tomatoes. We got to grab those tomatoes. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. What food makes me hungry? Oh, your food. Oh, makes me hungry. I'm like excited. I'm sorry. And if you guys saw, I'm delayed in getting back to your comments because they're behind me. But how people know animals' names, right? August 15th. Sorry, Master. I'm going back up. August 15th has 3 important events that happened. India Independence Day, National Liberation Day of Korea. Oh, really? And Victory over Japan Day. Which one would you choose? Ooh. You know, I have never made, I'm just saying because it's an event and it would be a food related event for me. I've never made Indian food. I think it would be really fun to try it. I love eating Indian food. I've never made it though. We are about at a 50% on this rice, like picking this up. Which I didn't cut one onion small enough. What about you? What would you guys choose? Right? God created us and asked us to name the animals. Yeah, what day would you guys choose for food content? I mean, Japanese food would be so fun to make too. Like, I'm not even going to lie about that. Like, that would be fun to make. I love Indian cuisine. Yeah, it's so good. I will say I'm slowly getting my tolerance up on spice, but it's not like 100% there. But yeah, I think Indian food's so yummy. It's just so unique too. That's I think what I love about it is its flavors I'm not used to. Okay, this has definitely absorbed. I'm gonna add the wine in. And then the tomatoes. Okay. Wine, tomatoes. And then let's make sure I'm doing this right. And we have to wait until the wine has now been absorbed by all the rice. And then we'll add the remaining broth a half cup at a time, allowing it to always absorb each time we add. Okay. We're getting this down. And then keep cooking until the rice is al dente. Okay. And what else? And then we'll add the shrimp along with the last ladle of broth. Okay. And then basically cook for another few minutes, remove the rice, and then briskly add the leftover. We have that 1 tablespoon left of butter. So 100%. Okay, we're doing it. We're making risotto. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. I love risotto. Okay, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. All right. While that's soaking up, because that's going to take a minute, let me bring you over our artichokes here. So these are the artichokes stuffed, right? They got crispy tops. I mean, you can see, you can push it in. all of that stuff. I definitely need to get a picture of this because I don't even know how I'm going to eat this. Honestly, it's kind of intense. Like I said, I'm so used to eating artichokes by peeling things off, not just like taking a bite of it. So let's see. Let's try to get a better view. Not with that in there. Master, is Indian food pretty popular in Canada? In your parts of Canada? I always wonder, I know for a real, like, there are some parts of the US, like, you will not find one Indian restaurant. I'm so thankful that Vegas, like, I get a lot. I mean, I have probably 15 Indian restaurants that I can go to around here, like, within probably a 5-mile radius. Like, there's so much and they're so good. So is it a pretty, I always wonder, like, is that a popular cuisine other places around the world too? Okay, we're almost to that point. All right, guys, I'm just going to cut into this so you guys can see. Let's see what this looks like on the inside. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. So these don't, like, cut beautiful. But just so you guys can see the inside, I mean, this is a side dish. Ooh, and I just put stuff all over my laptop. Hold on. I don't want to lose anybody. Yeah, exactly, Rufio. Stanley Tucci. We just made, hold on, I got to get back to risotto, guys. We're not going to burn the risotto. All right. I'll get back to you, Rufio, on what we've made. Okay, now that that's done, we add a half cup of this broth. Stir it. Let it soak in, and then we'll add another half cup. So it really only takes a few minutes of this. But yes, we did. I will make some more. But okay, you have Indian, but they're not very popular cuisine here. Oh, okay. Dim sum. Oh, I love dim sum. That's what I did for my 30th birthday is I went and had to get dim sum. Okay, so that's me with the cracked open one. Here's our other stuffed artichoke. So we did the stuffing on this. I guess I just got to dive in and try it. I don't even know. Like, you think you have to visit Vancouver? Oh. This is really good. So I'm eating all of it, like the full leaves inside. I'm not going to eat these outside ones. That is good. Why does everyone want to visit? For me, it's that dim sum. I just think it's fun to visit different places. You know? Okay. Let me stir this. Oh my gosh, that's so good. And I know Top Dog took the rest of our bruschetta, but I have more because we made some bruschetta as well. So let me make some of that so that everyone can see the full meal. I won't do it on the pretty plate, but everyone can see that full meal that we did today. Oh my gosh, this artichoke, guys, I'm not kidding you. So I will say, so here's the bruschetta we made. Right, with some some Italian sourdough. And then we got our artichoke. I am not kidding you. Oh my gosh, I love this. That is so deliciously good. We're making our risotto. Our shrimp risotto too. I will say, I probably should have steamed this a teeny bit longer. Because about 4 rows into the artichoke, it's still pretty leafy. That it's a little hard to chew. But the inside of this, where the heart is, oh, so good. I'm going to make this for people. It's really good. Because dim sum. Yeah. Chinese food is a favorite in my house. Like, when I get sick, excuse me. Hold on, let me finish eating this before I try talking. Okay. When I get sick, I want egg drop soup. Like, that's what I crave the most. Or Chinese food in general. If I drink too much, I want Mexican food. If I'm sick with a cold, a flu, anything, I want Chinese food. That's what I want out of my life. Chinese food. Okay, this is so good, this meal. It is so fresh and delicious. I am kind of loving this. Like I said, the only thing I feel like I didn't do quite right is I needed to cook this artichoke a teeny bit longer. But if I just eat the bottoms of them, I'm fine. If you try going for dim sum on Saturday on the afternoon here, good luck. Oh, is that the time that everybody goes? Yeah, we have some really good dim sum places here in Vegas too. Okay, let's see here. How much more of this do I have? Oh, I only have like a cup left. Okay, so we're going to do another half cup of this broth. I'm going to move over to stove view so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So we're going to do a half cup more of the broth once it soaks this up. And then we do one more half cup. So I only have a cup left of broth. Then we're going to do one more, and that's when we add the shrimp. And we only let it cook for like 2 minutes. So it said al dente. Yeah, we're almost there. It doesn't take long for this to cook. And just so you guys are knowing, the risotto, you did have to have a special rice to do this for risotto. So I'll put it on. I want to make sure you guys can semi-read it. So it is a like bigger rice. It's not like a normal like a jasmine or basmati. So it is a bigger rice. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's add our little half cup. A little bit more. There we go. And then the next one is when we add the shrimp. So let me reread again. Add the remaining broth, allowing the rice to absorb. Okay, add the reserved shrimp with the last ladle of broth and any extra juices from that shrimp. Because there is a little juices where I put them in their bowl. Okay. And then let that cook. Oh, just for a few minutes. So. And then we'll remove the rice and quickly stir in. Now, I was supposed to get Parmesan ready, and I did not. I failed, but I have some pre-shaved Parmesan, so we can do that one. I bought actual Parmesan, but we can do some pre-done, and it's a 1/4 cup. So let me just get that ready. And then we'll be good. You guys, my voice has stayed the whole time. I can't believe it. I was so worried after losing my voice. And I woke up this morning and didn't have a voice. that's what rock concerts do to you. So I'm so glad I was able to talk through this whole thing. Honestly. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to take our shrimps. And I am going to just scrape all that goodness of the shrimp juice out of here. And then we add one more, that last half cup. Guys, our risotto's looking so good. All right. I can't believe it. Cheeseburger waffles. What's a like? Is it like a cheeseburger and your bun is the waffle? Okay, let's get this all nice and cooked up. Okay, I'm gonna let it sit and soak while we prepare for our next item, which is I'm gonna grab that last tablespoon of butter that we had cut earlier with our parm. You can kind of see how I prepared it. Like there's a butter pat right here and then the Parmesan cheese right underneath. So that way I know I'm ready. I definitely do not need my tongs anymore. Okay. It's a popular thing in Europe. Cheeseburger stuffed inside a waffle. Oh, interesting. I've seen a lot of things with using waffle makers to make different food with like the dough and all of that. Oh my gosh, this has made so much. I'm going to be eating this for days. Hopefully, as long as it tastes good. I can tell you the few tastings I've had of it, because I've tried it as we've gone, it tastes nice and buttery and silky. Oh yeah, okay. We are almost there. And then we just have to take, so then you guys know we also made that ricotta, our ricotta orange cake. So I'm going to take that out in a moment. Let me actually check it. Let's see how we're doing, seeing that I had to put it in the freezer. Oh yeah, we are a happy, happy cake. All right, we're gonna be doing good. We call French fries over here pommy. Pumi? Oh no, pommy. Pommy. Is that how you say it? Pommy? I love it. Trying to see if I can find. Okay, I have a cake pan. This is not big enough. Let's see here. What can I use? I'm just trying to look real quickly in my arsenal of containers if I have anything. Okay, I'll use this. It's my grandma's silver tray. It's way too big for this cake, but that's fine. We will use it. Okay. How are we doing? So all I'm waiting for now is this like extra liquid to be soaked up. That's all we're waiting for. And then the risotto's done. Which, like, this was fun to make. I'm actually really excited to try it with other things. Like, in his cookbook, he had multiple different risottos. This is just the one I chose. Because I love seafood. So it was like, okay, like, let's see what this risotto's like. Okay. Let me grab just a little bit more water here. Got to keep my voice intact. Because we're doing good, guys. Our risotto's looking good. We're doing good. Correction, Saturdays, Sundays. Right? Oh my gosh. Dim sum, though, like, you'll have to tell me. So I know, like, our dim sum here and True Dim Sum that has, like, hours. Like, they're not open all the time. It's, you know, you can get dim sum during certain hours of the day. Is it the same with you, Master? Or are they like, once they're open for, you know, their 8 hours? Oh, this is looking good. Okay. So we don't really have that much liquid left. So I'm kind of just turning it, seeing if there's something. If not, we're going to go in with this. Okay, can you guys hear me now? Hopefully from here, not from behind. It looks like my all sound, like even the music. Can you guys hear me now? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, it looks like my mic wasn't powered all the way, but from behind. Okay, let me change. Let me change. Thank you guys. All right, now can you hear me from the front? From the front to the back. Looks like my mic wasn't fully powered up, so I'll make sure to fix that for next time. Hopefully you can hear me from the front now. It's going to be from the front camera. From the front, to the windows, to the wall. Okay, I'm not going to sing the rest of that song. All right, here is the risotto. Shrimp risotto. I am so excited to eat this. Like I said, I had risotto for the first time like a year and a half ago, and I knew I needed to somehow learn to make it. Oh my gosh. Top dog. This tastes like shrimp risotto. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. It is buttery, shrimpy goodness. You guys, Stanley Tucci's book. I'm telling you guys, again, I took the book cover off. So good. This is like a 10 out of 10 for me. I am making this so much. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The happy dance. Mmm. I don't think I'm going to give Top Dog any of this. Okay. Top Dog has to come down and try that. Oh my gosh, it was so good. No worries. Master, enjoy the game. We all know we're, you know, golden knights over here. Yeah, have fun. Be safe. Have a magical time, Master. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate you always. Thank you. Okay, so I love these stuffed artichokes. I definitely needed to cook them a little longer on the water part. Remember, we had to do a water bath on the stove and then we put them in the oven. I definitely had to cook them a little longer on the stove. I was so worried about overcooking them. But what is cooked is so deliciously yummy. Bruschetta. This is like an Italian dream right here. I am going to eat that so much. Okay, this is a giant pan. But let's grab our ricotta cake. Okay, so it's still a little warm, but here we go. Here's our ricotta cake in the springboard. Again, this works. I'm a little concerned about it, but that's okay. We figure things out. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it. Oh, it definitely stuck. Dang nabbit. Okay. It's definitely sticking to the tin foil. Okay. I think it needs to chill a lot more. But we're just gonna go with it. Okay? We're just gonna do it. The risotto was a win for me, so I've won for my day today. I have legit won. Okay. So I think it definitely needs to chill a lot more. I think maybe, oh yeah, no, this has to chill. This is like not chill. I think maybe, remember I was having issues, guys, because I was like, it's a little too jiggly. It kind of still is. Not in a bad way, but I just think, I don't know with ricotta cake, I don't know what it's supposed to be, but like that's the inside of it. I think I needed to let it cook a little longer. Or I need it to chill. My dog is, what are you eating? What are you trying to eat? There's nothing down there. But the taste is delicious. I gotta work on this. I want to make ricotta cakes more. This was so good. But I need to perfect this. Something, it's either it's not, it hasn't been chilled long enough, so I'm gonna wrap it back up because I could just keep eating it. I'm gonna wrap it back up. And I'm gonna stick it back in the fridge. And maybe tomorrow on Instagram, I'll tell you guys how it's going. If it firmed itself up a little bit. Because the flavoring's there. Like, tasting it, the flavor is there. It is a orange vanilla dream. I gotta figure it out. Maybe I didn't cook it long enough. Maybe I did something wrong. I definitely want to keep trying with this ricotta cake though, because it's kind of like a cheesecake but using ricotta, and it has this you don't like taste the ricotta like you do in a cream cheese. You know how you can cream cheese has a certain sour taste to it. You don't taste that in there. You don't taste the ricotta. It's a lot more sweeter. And the orange, I only added a tablespoon of orange zest. And it's as if you ate a straight orange. Like, it is super, super orangey, which is awesome because that means you don't have to zest so much. But this risotto, 10 out of 10. Okay, let me really quickly, y'all. Okay, this was the cover of the book. The Tucci cookbook. We did 4 recipes: prosciutto, stuffed artichokes, risotto, and then the cake. Cake just might have to sit for a while because they said it sometimes takes up to 4 hours to sit. So cake just might need to sit a little longer than we're used to. But winner, risotto dinner. 100%. Like, this is everything I wanted it to be. I am so proud of myself. This is so good. It's so good. The Tucci cookbook. Okay, I've only done 4 things in it. but so far, it's a winner. I would say this is a great cookbook. Whoever gave us this idea, an amazing theme. But we gotta pick our next theme. Oh my gosh, this is so good. And by the way, I know I'm trying to tell you guys, all this food cost me $45 today. So $45 for a 4-course meal. And I will tell you, with our bruschetta, I have enough probably still to make 6 more slices. The artichokes, I only made 2, but they're giant. You guys see how much, you saw how much I have left over of the, let me make sure, I want to snooze that ad real quick so we can keep chatting. The risotto, I have enough for, if it's just me, like an entire week of food. So I'm so excited about that. And then the cake, if I can get the cake to work, like that cake is a week of desserts for me as well. So like $45, 4-course meals, so deliciously yummy, so yummy. So let's go ahead. We're gonna pick next week's. And again, if you're ever like, I want to add a theme, just put it in chat. You can add any theme you want to chat. A book, anime, a video game. We've done movies, sports teams. I mean, we've done everything. And I love it. We did Bob's Burgers, Fast and the Furious. I mean, it's so fun. I think someone wanted SpongeBob the other day. Okay, our theme. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to have to figure this one out. Somebody wants salad bar. A salad bar theme. So we're going to make elevated salads, I guess. Which, I mean, I might have to keep that one for Top Dog because he's the salad guy in our family. But no, I'll figure it out. A salad bar theme. That's going to be tricky for me. That's a tricky one. But I'm going to figure it out. Whether, I mean, it's meats, different cheeses, different vegetables, dressings, right? Antipasto, big salad, fruit salad, right? Cakes. Ambrosia, yup. Okay, so I'm definitely, there's going to be some salads I come up with, like ambrosia salad, fruit salads. I know we've made the Waldorf salad before, so I'll have to think of something else like that. A really big antipasto. Maybe different, like, dressings, too. Like, really unique dressings. Like, I will do this kind of like how I did, I believe it was Easter, and we did spring. I did, like I showed you guys how to set it up. I will 100% like do like a full buffet salad bar and show you how to maybe do some different things. Chicken salad, tuna salad, egg salad, right? They're salads. I like it. Maybe you should show your antipasto. People love Top Dog's antipasto. He makes it for people when they come over. And it's a lot of meats and yumminess, and he has his own dressing. His family's Italian dressing, which that might be a good one, Top Dog. Guest chef, right? I love it. A guest chef spot. It's like my day off. He gets to guest chef, right? That would be like perfect. Yeah, okay, so we're going to do salad bar. I'm going to figure out salad bar, and I mean, there's so many things I can do. But I want to definitely make it unique and different and see what we could do. Because, yeah, salad bar. I'm excited. Like, my head is starting to spin. So I definitely want to figure something out. Well, everybody, we have hit the end of everything we're doing today. A candy salad, right? Oh, Top Dog would love a candy salad. He'd absolutely love it. But I mean, you guys, I'm seriously gonna sit down and eat this risotto. I know that Top Dog hasn't come down yet to eat the risotto yet, but I don't think I want him to because I truly want it all. I think it's time to raid. And if you guys know I say it every time, but raiding is just so much fun. It's exciting to have people do, and it's fun on the other end to get that. So if you all could stay around, I would thoroughly enjoy it. Thank you so much for the subscriptions today, the follows. You all seriously absolutely loved being here with you all. I can't wait. We're going to do next week a whole nother segment, salad bar, and I'm going to make it creative, guys. This ain't your mama's salad, right? We're going to do something fun. So I say I'm kind of looking at different people who are on Twitch that I've never gone through. We have somebody, let's see here, named Cupcake Dex. She looks like she's making some cupcakes and cookies. If you could stay around so we could raid her, I think that would be absolutely amazing. I would thoroughly appreciate it. And yeah, let's see what we can do. But I appreciate you guys all so much. Let me get this set up before I fully say goodbye, because I want to make sure to say goodbye properly. As I spell cupcake wrong. I would, wouldn't I? Okay. But, right? Thank you, Rufio. I appreciate it. Thank you. I absolutely love you guys. I appreciate everything you all are doing. I cannot wait. Let's have some fun. I'll see you Sunday. I love you guys. Let's go and raid. All right, here we go.